last time you discovered that Jan's friend is also in this universe, in this plane of existence. And you are in the next month, and everywhere around the city you see decorations, carved pumpkins, skeletons. They're all getting ready for Old Hallows Eve. For Jan, I would say this is kind of weird. I would say you would not have this on your own, in your own world.
No.
Or maybe a altered version of this.
I mean, a whole bunch of people just tossing food that they cut up on their doorstep and leave it out for anything to, get at. Seems pretty weird. All that squash everywhere.
But what it would be the equivalent that you have on your world?
Wasteland Survival Day.
Wasteland Survival Day. I kind of like it. So...
It's better than the alternative.
Wasteland.
Wasteland, not Survival Day.
Yeah, okay. But there is a lot to do in this in the city. You have marketplaces full of stalls and kids being dressed up. The funny thing, some of the kids are even dressed up as you guys. They saw you on the news and they copied your costumes.
Costume?
So I get why people might dress up as Bill.
Well, they don't really know if you are actually looking like that or if it's a costume. They just assume.
Lots of kids running around with cardboard mock-ups of Abomination Boy. Badly painted Amazon crates as hats.
Yeah. You do see some of the costumes, they are looking not really what you think your costume does look like, but you see demon-like creatures, people dressed in demon-like costumes to look like Abomination Boy. You see giant squirrels costumes to look like Jan. What do you guys do?
Well, I'm keeping the amulet on, but I'm going to see if I can modify it slightly so that I'm basically wearing the most, like that minimal effort Halloween costume. So it's like, oh, you want to look like Rocket Raccoon? Well, here's a couple of raccoon ears for you, and maybe just put on an orange coat and walk around with a Nerf gun that's been spray painted. That'll do, the bare minimum if necessary. So I'm going to dress up and look like Squirrel.
Well, okay. Pirate or Hazard.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Are you still at your Gramps? Are you going out in the city?
Yeah, I think Lenny is going through a little bit of his own little crisis. I can imagine that for the last few days, he's constantly got he's kind of reliving that moment where his grandpa had said to him, "They did something to me to make me forget," and he's constantly that's going through his head all the time at the moment. So he's not really paying much attention to Halloween, I don't think. He's kind of sat in front of the TV with his grandpa, but he's not watching the TV. He's kind of watching his grandpa instead.
What are you watching?
His grandpa has this addiction to a really terrible game show, I think. That is kind of an early evening thing. And it's probably a repeat as well. And we've been watching the same episode for God knows how long now.
Yeah.
But his grandpa always gets the answer wrong.
Well, somehow now some of the questions he gets right. And he gets overjoyed when he gets the answer right.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how you would feel, how Lenny would feel about that, but it does give it creates a big smile on Grandpa's face.
Yeah. And I think it will have a similar effect on Lenny, because Lenny is probably now starting to cling to the fact that this is reversible, or
he might think, yeah.
I know. I mean, I don't think it will be as me, but Lenny, being a 16-year-old kid,
yeah, I would say that is something a 16-year-old would want to be reversible. I know I was.
Yeah.
And Jan, I would say you're in the base.
Okay.
Or have you been trying to find a park that has... Well, some of the trees have been replanted in the park where you used to live. But it's still not fully fixed.
I think I'm just gonna wander around. And I'm gonna wear a domino mask to disguise my identity.
Okay, so you are actually grabbing a mask, or are you able to shapeshift a mask on your face?
No, I'm grabbing an actual mask.
Okay.
That's designed for a human and trying to see through it.
Yeah,
please tell me it's a mask of a squirrel. That'd be fantastic.
Well, it doesn't fully fit on your face because, well, a squirrel's eyes are more here, and a human's are here. So, yeah, you walk around. Some kids are like there is some kids that are dressed up like the transformable squirrel, as they decided to call you, are saying that your costume is wrong. You know how it goes. I mean, we've all seen that episode of Avatar with stage production of the story that they say Zuko's scar is on the wrong side of the face. It's kind of like that. You even see some of them carrying a bag with a squirrel tail.
Oh. Well, does...
Yeah?
I'll greet the bag with the squirrel tail. Does it respond? Hi.
It does not.
Okay.
And people are clutching their bags and looking like, what the? And they're walking ahead.
So I see people doing weird behavior going up to people's houses.
Yeah, you see kids in costumes ring the doorbells and screaming, "Trick or treat!" And they get candies.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna start doing the same. I get a bag and start walking up the doors.
Yeah. Opens the door. Yeah.
Point out my bag.
Don't you have to say something before that?
Treat or trick?
No, that's not right.
Treat and trick?
Would be a fun thing, but I believe what you mean is trick or treat.
Oh,
Is this the first time you've ever went out Halloweening?
what's Halloween?
This is Halloween. This is Halloween. Pumpkin screams in the dead of night.
Oh, yeah. This is my first time.
Okay, where are you from that you do not know what Halloween is?
Threya.
Is that in Europe?
It's a little bit further away.
Russia?
Oh no. I mean, Russia is only a little bit, like, practically touching the US. I'm from much further away.
Australia?
Not quite, but close enough.
Okay, yeah, they don't really celebrate that. They already have all those creepy crawlies, so. Well, here you go, and you get an apple.
Nice!
Yeah, for you it's pretty normal, but other people would be like, an apple? Ew. But I would say
Okay.
you're like, score!
Awesome!
Abomination
Okay.
Boy, what are you doing?
So, as is typical, I've got a younger brother, Timmy. Timmy! So, unfortunately, I've got to do the same thing that I've done for the last few years and go and do the whole Halloween thing with my geeky younger brother.
Does your does your younger brother know you are transformed?
Yes.
Okay. So he is this the first time he sees you not like Abomination Boy?
No, I've been around I've been back to the house a couple of times to not scare the crap out of everybody.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, now that I've got this ability, my mother insists, absolutely insists, that I can start doing all the regular stuff with my younger brother again, like taking him out on Halloween.
Okay.
So, although the skateboard is ever present, it's slung on the back and on the part of the backpack that I've got, and I'm having to walk around like a primitive with my younger brother going house to house. And I've had to dress up, hence the affectation with the fake ears and whatnot. And I am looking remarkably put out. Stroppy teenager mode, engage.
You are walking around the street, doing some houses with your brother. You see some rather weird costumes that kind of look like you without the glamour. But
Hold on. Abomination Boy is glamorous?
no, he has a glamour charm.
Yeah.
I mean, none of you are glamorous. I mean, come on.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
It's a state of mind.
That's harsh.
But
He's a goddamn squirrel. Telling me he's not glamorous?
Only a glamour.
I've seen videos of squirrels that are not that glamorous. But Abomination Boy or Bill, you do see also some giant squirrels dressed. But you do see one that only has a mask on his face, who's trick-or-treating a little bit out of the ordinary compared to other kids.
Oh, no.
So you easily find out that that's Jan.
Yeah. So I'll grab my little brother by the shoulder and sort of slowly and carefully heft him along beside me as I go over and try and catch Jan's attention.
How do you
Take
do
him
this?
under the wing, as it were.
Kind of, yeah. I feel a moral responsibility not to let him out of my sight at the moment. Jan! Hello!
Oh, hello, citizen. That I
Yes.
don't know.
Except I just called you by your name.
Oh, I didn't
Hello.
know it was a secret.
Well, we'll work on that. You remember Lenny?
Wait, is your little brother also called Lenny?
Sorry, Timmy. Sorry. I can't read my own handwriting. I remember what I said 5 minutes ago. Joy.
Hi, Timmy.
Oh, you don't have an actual relationship, I believe, with Jan, do you? Oh yeah, you do have from Jan's perspective. Yeah.
Why are you out in the city?
People are giving out apples.
Because by now, does he have like a bag full of apples?
No, he does have some other things, but it's like... I would almost say that you throw away all the chocolates and all the sweets and everything and just keep the apples, the wrong things actually that all kids in this world...
No. I wouldn't throw it out. I'd trade. Other kids, they get all the candy stuff, and I will take their apples.
I would totally see you do that, yep.
So I'll just die a little inside as I see this horse trading going on.
And I will also hit up the dentist's place so I can get some free toothbrushes.
And when you went to a dentist, some dentists would have said, you should really have those two front teeth checked. They're way too big for a child like you. Or is it part of the cost? Wow, they look real. Wow. You made them look real. Wow. You're good at this. Good costume.
Oh.
Um,
This doesn't really fit, but thanks.
Hazard, you're still sitting there with your gramps? You're muted?
Yeah, I don't know how aware I would be about what had happened previously.
Your grandpa is, while watching the show, has been looking around, sees what date it is, and has a moment of clarity.
Ooh.
And says to you, Lenny, what are you doing here? It's Halloween. Go out trick or treat. You love that.
You sure? You be okay?
Yeah.
I mean, it's normally our night, to watch
There's a lot
that.
to do. Go out. Have fun.
Okay.
My show is on, so I have something to do.
Sure, yeah, and yeah, he doesn't need that. I wouldn't need any more motivation, I don't think, as a 60-year-old. I'm gone.
And you made sure that the tape with the show is on repeat. So every time it's a DVD, I would say.
Okay, so we just got it on.
If it was an old VHS tape, you burned it on a DVD to make sure you could put it on repeat.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're going to hit the street and see what's going on. See if I can find any of my friends. I haven't seen Taryn in a while, Do I know what happened to her? And has she been at school even? What? What?
Yeah, I can't answer that for you because
Okay.
empty. See.
Yeah.
We will find it out after we have our break, but it's still too early for that.
Then I'm gonna find my other friend.
Are you dressed?
I should hope so. I tend
mean,
not to
a
leave the
costume.
house. I don't think Lenny would have. He wouldn't have thought that far in advance. So I guess not. And he's going to go for the. If he does end up going trick or treating, he's going to be the super lame pull your jacket over your head thing. Even less effort than Billy's gone for, I think.
Oh, don't try and.
I'm trying to outlazy you, man. I'm trying to outlazy you.
This is what.
After a while, you guys have phones, so I don't.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I don't think, because you are going out as Lenny more than as Hazard. They don't really know that Lenny is Hazard.
No, they don't. That's true.
The only one.
Although
the only one that
Lenny
does know that
knows.
doesn't let you know that she knows. You know.
Yeah, but Lenny knows Billy is Abomination Boy, doesn't he?
But I don't know that you know that.
No,
Oh God!
No, there's a lot of that going on, isn't there?
I believe. I believe Billy knows Lenny, and
Yes.
Billy also knows that Lenny knows you are Abomination Boy, because you were friends before
Yes.
you were transformed.
Yeah.
So, in that way, you can use that.
Yeah. So I mean, the first thing will be, I'm calling up my old pal, Billy.
So, Billy, your phone rings.
Hello.
Hey, Billy, are you in character right now? What?
I'm in fancy dress.
Nice.
My mum made me do it.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that I gotta see that. I have to see that. Where are you, man? Where are you? Have you seen Taryn?
We'll speak about that later. I'm at, and then I'll tell him where I am.
Okay. Well, after
Just on the old park where the accident happened with the van.
Oh.
Yeah, I bet he told you the story and you reacted.
Oh,
that you
I'm
didn't
sure.
know it.
Yeah. I know yes, first session. I wasn't here.
No,
No,
somebody else. You ditched to go to a wedding.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Yeah, probably not gonna last. So, I mean.
Sorry, Jason, but
Right.
You're not
Okay.
supposed to say the quiet bit out loud.
Yeah, but after a while, you find out where they are, at least where Billy is, and you do see Jan. Yeah, you do know Jan,
yeah.
but you don't know Jan. You know?
No. No, run that by me again. Run that. I mean,
Hazard knows
Hazard
Jan,
knows Jan.
but Lenny
Lenny doesn't know.
technically doesn't know.
Yeah. Okay. So.
So you know Jan, but you don't know Jan.
Okay. So yeah. So I'm gonna have to play dumb. Well, it's not even playing really. It's just. Anyway.
Yeah,
You have to act your intelligence.
Yeah. There we go. So I kind of rock up, find these guys.
Yeah, you do see Billy in a very, very lazy costume. Walking with his little brother, Timmy.
Yeah.
And you don't know if it's a costume or it is Jan with a bad mask, but you do see a big squirrel.
Yeah. So, hey Timmy, how's it going?
Fine. How old is Timmy exactly?
He'd be about 3-4 years younger than me.
13.
13.
Yeah. 12, 13. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm okay. It's fun to be with Billy again. Well, he's looking a little bit normal. He never looked normal, you know, but.
And that's a great costume you got there. I'm pointing at the squirrel.
Oh, you like my mask?
Yeah. That's great. Yeah.
This is Timmy's friend, Jan. And I'll try and sort of do the flex of the eyebrows, as it were, to let him know that it would. Or try and convey a sort of sense.
Oh, no. You wouldn't be letting on to Lenny. Oh, this is confusing, isn't it? You wouldn't be letting on to Lenny.
You don't know, Billy, that Lenny is Hazard.
Oh, this is complicated. This is why we'd all make terrible superheroes.
Well, that is the fun thing with your specific playbook. Janice is the only one with that problem.
Right.
Unless the others choose not to give them. But the Janice is very like Robin. Never wants to show who he really is because he knows they will go after their loved ones.
Gotcha. Right. So, a friend of Timmy's?
Yes.
How you doing, Jan?
Yeah, he's European.
European. Oh, cool. Yeah. That's.
No, I'm not European.
Oh,
I'm from
Russian.
Yeah, that's in Europe, right?
Australian.
A little bit further away.
New Zealand. I'll just nudge Jan a bit. It's like a lot.
What? New Zealand even exists. I mean, there are some maps that don't even include it.
Wait, what? So on Freya,
maps in Freya.
New Zealand does not exist.
No.
I just nudge.
I spent lots of time in the library.
New Zealand exists. Nudge, 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 nudge.
Nudge, nudge, wink.
Why are you nudging me? Especially because your elbow for nudging is about my head.
So it's effective then.
Ow! Don't do that.
Yeah. So what's the plan, guys? I got a free evening.
Once more around the block with the kids, then they go home.
I'm going to stay out and collect as many fruit as I can.
Fruit?
Fruit. Apples. I saw a place that had oranges, and I heard that up the street, there's a place that's giving out peaches.
He's trading the chocolate for fruit.
Oh.
This is so wrong. But
Yeah, I did. Oh, maybe he is European. I don't know why I say that, because Europeans aren't like that at all.
The most funny thing is that the only one now online that isn't European is the one that says he's European. Or we say
we're accusing him. We're accusing you of being European.
Everyone else is saying I'm European.
Yeah. Just how far down the rabbit hole are we going to go with this? There are some people who do know masks that don't wear, but and then we're pretending to be from different. No, this is way too confusing, even for roleplay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to go around the block. We're going to go around the block with our crazy costumes.
Yeah, you guys are going a few houses, and yeah, Lenny, you see Jan trying his best doing trick-or-treating, but still does a weird thing every time he's at the door.
Tricky trick.
Stuff like that. And while you come next to past a big square, you see there's like how would you say it? A carnival. We
Like,
here
like a parade, yeah?
no we call it here in the Netherlands, we call it a kermis. It's like a lot of attractions, stuff like that, like haunted houses,
like
stuff like
a
that.
fairground type thing.
Fairground. And of course, Timmy is like, "Oh, I want to go there. Come on, Billy, we go to the fair. Come on."
Fine.
There are a lot of things. There's like a fishing where you can fish for prizes, ducks and stuff like that. There's whack-a-mole, and there's a haunted house.
Oh,
Especially for Halloween, of course.
yeah.
So what do you guys do?
I mean, there's a haunted house there. I mean, they're usually so bad they're great, right?
I mean, minimalist as Bill has gone on this. I mean, there is a slight temptation to be a complete prick. Go into the haunted house and turn the charm off. And then wander the haunted house as is. And then just as I'm about to leave, turn it back on again. Just as all the performance goes running and screaming. In fact, should I do that?
Well, it's all up to you.
In one of those hallways with the strobe, you just kind of turn it on and off as the strobe goes.
You know what? Screw it. Halloween's once a year. Why not have fun with it? So yeah, I'm going to go into the haunted house, do that, and terrify the shit out of all the patrons. And possibly some of the people performing. Because why not? It's totally on brand for Bill.
You come at the haunted house, and the guy up front there is, welcome to the scariest house ever. So scary, so haunted, the house even travels. Because normally it's not here, but now it is. I hope you're ready for a scary location. Come on in.
I am.
And he shows you a door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will knock on the door and say tricky treat.
Kid, you don't have to knock on this door. This isn't a trick-or-treat house. Just enter.
Oh, okay. I thought that was rude. Just go in people's houses.
Ooh.
Now, is Lenny coming in with us? Because if it is, there's a marching order and you're at the front of the queue.
Yeah, I think Lenny's going in with you. Yeah.
Yeah, Lenny goes first, then the two children, and then the me at the back to herd them, as it were.
Right. So we don't see the scary thing.
No, you don't see the scary thing.
Cool.
You, when you enter, you hear the door closing behind you.
Click.
Ooh.
Yeah, sound effects. And while you, this area is still a little bit lit. Not full on lit, but a little bit low light, you could say. Does your transformation give you dark vision, Abomination Boy? I wouldn't say would, right?
Don't think so. No.
No. So yeah, it is like a little bit dark, not full on dark. And after a while, it does get darker and darker. You start to feel like things that are like spider webs, cobwebs. Here and there, a scary pop-up skeleton or stuff like that. You know, the usual.
Yeah.
And then you see the exit door.
Well, that was quick.
That was shit.
I told you.
Don't tell me I said that.
Okay.
Billy,
it travels.
So, are you going through the door?
I mean, ladies in front, so yeah. Yeah, I can push open the exit and
You open the exit, but
step through.
you do not see the outside.
Oh, there's a twist. There's a twist, guys.
Well, there will be in a sec.
So, step through the exit into the not exit bit.
Okay, you all go
Yeah.
through,
Yeah.
even your little brother.
Oh, yeah.
And again, you hear the door close. Any of you looking back?
I'll take a peek over my shoulder.
No door.
This is Jonathan's fault.
I'll just feel for where the door should be.
You don't feel anything.
You don't feel anything because you're dead.
Inside. I'm a teenager. Sorry, I'm pretending to be a teenager.
Billy? What's going on?
No. Let's find out.
Billy, what's happening? And suddenly you don't hear your brother anymore.
Right. I will use my superhuman senses.
Ooh.
I would say unleash your powers.
Yep. Okay. And here's where I cock it all up. Right.
That's what we want to see.
Means I failed, but I've passed, but I failed. Let's see. Unleash my powers. Not that bit. Here we go. And submit.
Yeah, you fail miserably. But that does mean you get a potential. Which I believe some of you haven't had a lot last sessions. One especially, but that's because you only been here for one session.
I don't feel like I just got a bit of a telling off.
Oh no, I'm not naming any names.
It felt like I was getting a bit told off there.
I'm not saying any names or pointing any fingers. But well,
is that why I'm on this side all by myself? I'm sitting in the equivalent of sitting in the corner.
At the moment, yeah. You do you want to mark a condition, or you want me to tell you how the effect is unstable or temporary? I would say mark a condition, but it's up to you.
I'll mark a condition. I'll mark guilty.
Ooh.
Because, I'm supposed to be looking after my little brother.
Yeah. That makes sense.
There.
Oh, did I lose a condition after last session, by the way?
Yeah. When time passes, you can lose a condition. So both Jan and Hazard are also allowed to do that. And I will show. Oh no, that's. How did I do that? Oh yeah. will show again for the people at home. Unleash your powers. And well, you try to hear, open your ears better, try and listen where he is, but you do hear something still, but very far away. You can't pinpoint it.
Are we still in darkness, or has something resolved?
It is a strange darkness around here. Even worse, while you're looking around, trying to find your little brother, you don't see Lenny or Jan.
Where are you guys?
No responses. Lenny,
Okay.
you suddenly see Billy disappear and his little brother at the same time.
I look around. Is the squirrel still here?
He is not here.
Billy? Jan? Timmy?
No reaction.
Quit playing around, you guys. It's not funny.
It's all your fault. And you suddenly see your grandpa coming closer.
What? Gramps?
You did this to me. And you see a shadow of your grandpa. You don't really see. You hear his voice. You recognize his voice.
Hey, what's going on here? Cut it out. This isn't funny.
It's your fault. You should have protected me.
Yeah, what are you talking about? I'm doing my best. What are you talking about?
And the shadow just keeps standing there. Not saying.
Okay, I'm going to step forward. I do have enhanced senses. I believe.
I believe you do.
But being a total noob, I can't find them on my sheet. There was that and mobility, wasn't it?
It's not on your normal.
It's in the playbook, I think. But
yeah, I'm gonna open my playbooks on my other PC. Playbooks. Let's see, because you chose. Those are normal moves that you had, or normal abilities. You had supernatural senses and impossible mobility, right?
yes,
Yeah.
they were the ones I selected.
Yeah, you have supernatural senses. So, if you are trying to use your supernatural senses, you also need to unleash your power.
Oh, goody.
I love it when you have to roll dice.
So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that thing. It's a freak, right?
Yeah.
Up. Ooh.
You come closer to your the shadow that might be your dad
Yeah.
or your grandfather, and you notice it's not a shadow. Your senses somehow tell you this is an illusion.
Oh.
But you don't sense the origin of this illusion. Jan, for you also, you saw your teammates suddenly disappear.
Okay.
And you see
So I
somehow...
guess the exit sign was just a red herring.
Well, You don't know. And you suddenly see Treya forming around you. But
Okay.
the city where you're from, you see come up. And what looks like the explosion that you created, somehow was created, destroying the entire city.
Well, better than the entire world, like I thought. It's not great.
But the
Pretty bad.
But the inhabitants are still there, transforming.
Okay. Okay.
You see Mommy and Daddy Squirrel turning into rabid, vicious monsters.
Humans?
No, we're not that cruel. Well, the humans are cruel, but we're not that cruel that we turn them into humans.
I mean, you said we were going to go dark this evening.
Well, I think I'm already pretty dark with your grandfather, so... Does Jan have any baby brothers or sisters, or... Mostly a squirrel has
I think we established that I was like the first of 9 or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, you see your siblings, but not all of them alive. Some are eating each other.
Well, this got personal very quickly.
We go back to Abomination Boy. You are still looking for your brother.
Mm-hmm.
You see lights flickering. And you also see a shadow. But the shadow you are seeing is of a winged creature. Bat wings. Like yourself.
Okay. I'll slowly head towards it.
You are going to be mine.
Who are you?
Oh, you know. They were planning to put me into you. So I could walk on this in your plane of existence.
You. Right, I'm going to drop the glamour at this stage. Screw this.
Okay. You turn into your Abomination Boy visage.
Yeah, and because it is the season of spooky, I am wearing Disney-style Nightmare Before Christmas Bermuda shorts.
I allow it.
Good choice.
Yeah.
Because Nightmare Before Christmas, always good. Jack Skellington.
Yeah. So, yeah, and it's the only thing that fit in the theme, so yeah. Yeah. Charm going off, monster coming out. I'm just going to start hissing at him.
Okay, and he doesn't react. He just stares at you. You see, in the strobes, you see that shadow, and you see red eyes lighting up.
You only get to come into this plane of existence over my dead body. So yeah, heckles are up. Where is my brother?
Your brother's not here.
Then get out of my way!
I'm not in your way. And suddenly you feel something behind you. I'm over here.
Right. Okay. Gonna be one of those, is it? Right. Fists out, feet out. Gonna start swinging.
You're just hitting air.
Gonna try the trick with the super senses again, see if I can pick anything up.
Roll again, I would say. Unleash your powers. You notice, just like Lenny did, that this isn't real. How it does feel very real. You hear a voice, you see a shadow, but your senses, your other senses, don't pick anything up.
So there's nothing else here that's making any type of noise, no sounds, no smells.
Nothing.
Gonna close my eyes, try and block my sight off from what's around me. And no. Like again, see if I can pick up anything else when my eyes are closed.
Still the same. Because I would have accepted, because you're using your senses, your
Yeah, my hearing and smell.
yeah, that you would focus on your other senses, because you do let's see, you are transformed, you have superhuman senses and the impenetrable armor, was it right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would have expected, because this is what you saw and hear and heard, that you just try to close off those senses and try to smell and just your sense, as in
Not picking up any other sense.
nope. And
Okay,
also you just can't figure out where it comes from.
I can feel the ground beneath me, right?
Yes.
Okay, on my next turn, I'm going to try something else.
Jan, you're still in this destroyed city. You see your siblings, some eating each other. Pirate asked me to ask you all the names of your siblings. No, we're not gonna do that. That's that's just torture. Even though this is only torture, because you see them eating each other.
Yeah, this is not good. I think it's time to escape.
Well, you try to run away, and somehow, everywhere you run to, one of your siblings comes, or your parents just show up. Even the ones that were being eaten, you see those suddenly jump up, half eaten, as zombies.
Well, they did say that the haunted house would be scary.
They did.
I wasn't expecting this. I'm going to transform into Well, I'll do the flying surfboard again. Since I can fly and transform, and that should get me away without having much to grab on aside from my tail.
Yeah, you turn into the flying skateboard with a squirrel tail.
Mm-hmm.
And you try to get away that way. But somehow it's like you're not able to get out of the city. You know the city, even though it's destroyed. You still recognize some of the streets. But they don't connect to where they normally connect to.
Am I dreaming right now?
I don't know. Are you?
I don't know what.
Yeah, you're the only one without superhuman senses.
Yeah, I don't have anything like that.
No, you have heliokinesis and radical shapeshifting.
I also have alien tech, but I haven't built anything, so...
And you don't have any tech with you.
I am currently afraid, too, so... Okay. I'm going to continue to flee. I'm just going to keep on trying to run.
Hazard.
Yes.
You discovered at least that your grandpa part was a illusion, but you still can't wrap your fingers around what is happening here.
No. So, I know the direction that we came from. Is there like a path or something that is leading?
Not that you notice, not that you see. Like I said, it's a weird darkness.
Right. So I just kind of look back towards where this voice of Grandpa was coming from. I just say, "It's not funny," and I turn. I just sort of kind of walk in the opposite direction away from him, hoping that I can find some kind of path or a wall or something I can feel my way along.
You don't feel anything. It's like there is something here that you've noticed with your senses, but there's nothing here. You can't.
Okay.
You can't.
So it's just kind of pitch black. I can't see any other shapes in the darkness or anything. It's just.
While you're looking around, you start to see something sitting a little bit further away.
As it's the only thing I can see, I'm going to make my way towards it. I was saying, "Who's there?"
You don't hear anything yet. You do see a doll.
Oh, great. Okay. I look down at the doll. Is it just laying there on the floor, or is
It's
it
just sitting there like...
Yeah. Man, that's so corny. I lift it up.
Yeah, you lift up the doll. Doesn't seem to do anything.
Turn it around in my hands. Is there anything, like a card attached to it or anything? Like a...
You see a ring on the back.
Oh, here we go. Is it attached to a string that I can pull?
Yeah, it is.
You see, that's supernatural senses for you. Working overtime. I kind of pull it.
You pull the string.
Knowing that it's not on a string, it's a grenade.
I was thinking that.
No, it's not doing the...
What's it filled with? Explosives, shrapnel, cooties.
Not the cooties.
You pull the string, and the doll goes la 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 la.
Man, that's really lame, you know.
And suddenly you see more dolls. The moment you take a second off of the doll in your hand, you see a similar doll on the floor again.
Okay, just another one? Or is there many?
You just see one.
Okay. Throw it down on the floor. I'll lift up the second one. I'll pull the string on that one too. Thoroughly expecting to be incredibly disappointed.
You're not gonna survive.
Yeah, you know this is just standard horror movie cliche, right? We've seen it all before. And it wasn't scary then either. He throws it down and backs away from it.
And while you do that, you see almost an army of these dolls on the floor. Suddenly standing up.
Okay.
I told you will die. And they all reach behind them and grabbing knives.
Well, that took a turn.
Get you! And they start running towards you.
Okay. I'm gonna. Ooh, that's a good point. I'm just gonna run back, I guess, away from them. I could try jumping over them, but no, let's run away from them.
And I think this is a good point to hold a little break. When we last left our team, they weren't together somehow. They went into a haunted house attraction, and something weird happened. But before we go to those guys, we are going to someone who is back again with us. We always want her here, but she has work.
Adulting.
I mean, he's not
No,
bitter.
we
Don't
do not
worry.
adult. I'm in my 30s, but I refuse to be an adult.
No. That's why I game.
Yeah, exactly. We go to Terran. You are, of course, in the. I would say, are you out on the street again, on a run or whatever, or?
Maybe I should have read through my notes from last session before I hopped in here real quick.
There's a lot of fighting. Everybody got fucked up.
Yeah, everybody did.
Yeah.
Whew, all right.
This is about a week later. Next month.
About a week later.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. What time of day is it?
It's getting close to the evening.
Close to evening.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I would say you did receive a text from Bill, aka Abomination Boy, that they were trick-or-treating because it's Halloween.
Oh yeah.
And in somehow, normally Halloween is only one day, but here in Northridge City, it's the entire month.
Hell yeah, it's my type of city.
Well, you came up with the name, so why not?
Oh yeah, that's right, that was me. I totally forgot that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got a text that says that they are trick or treating.
Oh yeah,
And
absolutely.
They and after a while you get another text that if you are looking for us, we are in the haunted mansion attraction on the square.
I'm sorry, I kind of stroked out a bit. Me, an American that loves Disney, and you said Haunted Mansion, and I was like, oh, one of my favorite rides at Disney World. Oh wait, no, that's not what you're talking about. Like an actual like haunted attraction for Halloween. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. So I'm gonna switch into my costume and then run on out to meet them.
Well, while running towards the attraction, you do notice multiple people dressed like you somehow.
Like dressed as Synapse or like dressed as Okoye from Black Panther like me?
No, dressed as Synapse. They saw you on the news. You also see some in a very badly created Abomination Boy costumes. You see people wearing giant squirrel outfits. Even some dressed like Hazard. They saw you guys on the news with some of the things you did.
Damn, I should have worn my I should have worn my regular costume then.
And yeah, even the others also had this. Some that are wearing a costume like yours come towards you and say that some things are wrong on your costume, even though you are the real deal. AKA, like I told them as well, the episode of Avatar when they go to the theater and the actor that plays Zuko says your scar's on the wrong side.
Yeah.
Kind of like that.
Okay. I don't even think I pay attention to them. I'm just like, okay. And then I look a little bit closer and I go, actually, the stitching around the brain is purple as well, and that's why it lights up purple when she uses her costume. But, you know, if we're gonna be nitpicky about costumes, yours isn't exactly screen accurate either.
What do you know?
Walking. I know your shit ain't right. That's what I know for sure. And I just keep walking.
Whatever.
Fucking hater. Anyway.
Haters gonna hate.
Also, your butt looks terrible in that suit. Just letting you know.
And after a while you get to the square. You see the haunted mansion.
I shoot off a text and like walking in now. Where are y'all?
You sent a text but no reactions. It even seems like while you were sending it, you see it trying to find connection to the other machine. It keeps looking.
I'm going to reach out to Hazard telepathically.
You can't find him somehow.
Ooh.
I try for or and I try for anybody else. For Han, one or two.
Somehow it's like You're trying your. Are you trying to really expand your mental powers for this?
No, I'm like, once I reach out for Hazard and I can't get a connect with him, it's like hanging up and calling someone else. So then I'll call Han and see if he'll pick up. If he doesn't pick up, and then I'll call Bill.
Somehow can't reach any of them.
What the hell? I don't know. Like, can I feel like I guess I'll just kind of open my mind up to try to see if I can hear like anyone around me in the vicinity.
You hear,
or like
you hear
targeted towards the house.
While you open your mind to others, you hear every person around you just fine. Yeah, it feels like your head's exploding because of all the voices that you start to hear by opening it up. But strangely,
it kind of gives you a rush, but it's not fun.
But strangely, you do not sense your teammates.
Interesting.
And while you are walking closer towards the haunted mansion, the guy at the stand is saying, "Welcome to this haunted mansion. Do you dare to walk in, or are you too afraid?"
I reach into his mind and go, "You should be the one that's afraid."
I'm never afraid. You hear that in your mind?
Oh, hell nah. And I just kind of walk past and walk into the house.
Yeah, he opens the door for you. He lets you in. And he closes the door behind you. You are in a lit hallway. So you still see normally, but it's a little dark.
I try again to call each member of the team once I step into the house. I'm like, do I feel them around anywhere? Do I hear their nothing?
You keep walking. It's starting to get darker. You feel cobwebs.
I pull up my phone and turn on its flashlight, while also checking to see if I have a signal.
You still have signal here.
I have signal?
While you're looking, if you try to find the text that you sent, it's still looking for a phone.
I'm going to go. I assume we have an actual group chat, like a phone, like I text the actual group chat, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you guys have on that are blocking you to me, but it's not funny. Where are you?
And even in this group chat, it's trying to find the others, but it keeps looking.
Oh, this is fucking ridiculous.
While you're walking on, you see some skeletons pop out, some vampires, a lot of different scary creatures, but nothing really that you say like, "Oh, this is scary." And then you see the exit.
I'm gonna roll for burn.
Okay.
Let's just go on ahead and get it out the way now.
Yeah, still don't work.
I rolled, I think an 8 is what I ended up rolling, so I get to mark another condition.
Oh, she loves her conditions.
Only when I play the Nova, I actually always end up having an assload of conditions, but it works to my benefit as a Nova.
Well, that's the point, right? That is the point.
As Nova, yes. As Nova, you want conditions, but that also means that a Nova is most of the time the first one that gets out of a fight.
Always. That's me.
But you were at the exit door.
Yeah.
Yeah, so after I charge for burn, I will make my way out.
You open the door, but you don't see outside.
Oh, what the fuck?
You walk through the door, you hear the door close behind you, but you don't see the door.
See, this is what I get. When I didn't hear nobody and saw the thing and the creepy guy spoke to me back, I should have just been like, you know what? Nope. And dipped out and went back home. But no, I just had to be curious. Had to figure out where my friends were. And now look at me. Just stupid. I bet you right now, if this was a TV show, there'd be creepy fucking music that was playing right now. That was very weird and ominous, and would absolutely.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Have zero and I would be walking unknowingly into a very dangerous trap.
You are on roll.
Oh well, and I keep walking as I'm walking
Into the dangerous trap.
Into the dangerous trap. Also, while trying to feel for everybody again, like pouncing from person to person.
While you are walking there, you suddenly hear all of you guys, except for you, Synapse, your phones go off.
Huh? Oh, this is not a good time.
You all receive the messages that Synapse sent you guys.
I'll check them in a minute.
Yeah, I'll check it.
I'm running, so or flying.
Yeah,
escaping, I should say, through various modes of transportation.
But Synapse, while you are walking here trying to figure out what is happening, you hear voices.
The good kind or the bad kind?
You destroyed our brains. You are a terror to people. And you start seeing shadows forming in front of you. But you can't make out who they are yet.
I like rub my eyes, like do like the hold the fuck on, like what's happening right now? Like start slapping myself a bit. Like maybe you just like fell asleep. Like maybe you just had a really nice after practice snack and like fell asleep doing your homework and this is all just a dream. I feel myself slapping myself.
One of the shadows walks closer and you see the kid that you smashed the locker in his face that had a fractured skull. And you see him there standing with a completely fractured skull. You destroyed my life.
I think Karen doesn't even realize it, but kind of like jumps back and throws a shield up in front of herself. Just instinctively.
Does your shield need a roll?
Essentially it's to it's really for defending someone.
So you already automatically spend one burn to do that.
Yep.
And
I feel like I can defend myself too.
Yeah, and
like,
nope. I would almost say that when you put up your shield, there's a light coming off of it, and you see the second shadow, the form, who it is, and you see a fully bloodied face out of the nose, eyes, ears. You see it's that cultist that you fried his brains. He's standing there with bloodshot eyes, blood coming out of it.
Well, what the hell is this? Ghost of Halloween's past? Like, what's going on right now? Okay. This is whoop. I am in the weirdest dream. What did I have after practice again? Was it a burrito? I need to not eat that burrito ever again. Before I
You
go
had
to
Chipotle.
bed. It's really good. Yeah, I need to not eat the burrito before I go to sleep. Like, there needs to be some time in between it. I think I just turn and start running in the opposite direction.
And you run, and you suddenly, the entire area changes, and you see your family, the strongest telepaths you know, with their brains out of their head, lying there. And now we are going to Hazard. You maul on that one. Hazard, when we left you,
Yeah.
there was an entire army of dolls
Yes.
coming at you with knives.
Yes.
They had a very Chucky-like laughter, but it's not Chucky because copyright.
Yeah. This is Chicky.
Chicky. Yeah, they are female
Chicky
dolls.
dolls.
So, yeah. Chicky dolls. And they're coming like... and they keep running at you while you try to run away.
Yeah, I'm running very quickly in the opposite direction.
And you see dolls like as if they are just coming out of nowhere, jumping towards you.
Surrounded by dolls, by Chicky dolls. Shit. In that case, this is Lenny. This is not Hazard. So I figure Lenny's gonna panic. He's gonna crap his pants.
It's not completely that Lenny and Hazard are two completely different.
No,
separate
well,
people.
that depends how I want to play him.
Yeah, that's
isn't it? And so in that case, Lenny will attempt to run to his right as these things kind of surround him. He turns around and these things are facing the opposite direction. So he panics and he runs to the right. Are there more dolls there too?
Everywhere you go, somehow dolls appear.
Oh. Okay.
I hate this.
Yeah, and so as he stands there in the darkness and these dolls start kind of moving on him, he's gonna reach into his pocket and he pulls out the mask.
And while running, you are like...
Yeah, well, I kind of figure he's not running anymore. He got nowhere to run.
Okay, you're gonna put on the mask.
Yeah.
Then you put on the mask, and are you going to attack the dolls?
And yeah, as that kind of happens, he kind of pulls the mask down. He looks up, and the creepy smile just goes.
Yeah, your mask is like. Oh, I have this in front of it. It's like.
Oh yeah.
that.
Yes.
Did you make it like? Well, we already established that you are handy with computers.
Yeah.
Is it like the mask that you can alter with?
No, this is basic as shit, and he's got no idea. It's just thread. This is like it's just garbage, and it's like a just thing he's thrown together.
Okay, because I almost thought it was like in.
No, it's just in comic books. It doesn't matter, right?
The Watch Dogs game, that guy that has that mask that he can alter with.
Oh, no, nothing so sophisticated.
Okay.
This is just a very basic thing, and but you know how it is in comic books. You can still make expressions with these things, right? So
somehow, yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. And he just kind of...
Yeah, the dolls, they also have like a big creepy smile.
Yeah. And yeah, he just kind of raises his fists.
Okay.
And he goes in swinging.
You may do a directly engage.
This is going to be bad. Especially when the window opens behind you.
Yeah, it's very bad. It's a full hit. You may choose 2. You may pick 2.
Okay, that you're going to have to remind me. What am I choosing here? Basic moves, right?
Yeah, I will... You know what, I will... There.
Resist or avoid their blows, take something from them, create an opportunity for your allies, impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
The only one
that
you
would
can
be
choose is create an opportunity for your allies.
for obvious reasons. Yeah.
But you can choose 2 of those.
Okay, so I'm going to resist or avoid their blows.
Yeah.
There's an obvious one, because I don't want to get stabbed. And I'm going to frighten them.
Okay.
If that's possible.
Well, you have inhuman mobility.
I do. So he kind of, I imagine him kind of leaping around amongst these things, basically walloping them with his...
You make twirly jumps and everything between the knives and stabbings.
Yeah.
You manage to dodge them all. And while you land, you look up, hoping to see them frightened, but they're gone.
Okay. And I suppose that as he's been wailing on these things, that grin has just been getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And now that they're gone, it kind of it goes upside down like a frowny.
We'll go to Abomination Boy. Last we saw you, you were still trying to find your brother, but what was it again that we left you with?
The demon.
Oh, yeah.
I was warped into. That my body was warped into.
Yeah. You did only saw the shadow with the bat wings. That was the only indication that it looks like you.
Mm-hmm.
Then suddenly you see the light go on, and it's like you're looking in a mirror.
So I just shrug and so. Wave my hand at it.
And it waves exactly like you.
Or stomping off in the other direction.
Everything you do, it does as well. And then suddenly, you see your brother, your little brother, next to him.
Try and grab Timmy.
You're not able to, but the creature. Well, you try to grab him, and you see the mirror image of yourself grabbing your brother, and twist his head off.
Right. So, this mirror version of me is about to get a face full of fangs, teeth, everything. You know, fangs, claws, everything.
Then I would say directly engage.
Back with me. Do.
You jump towards this creature. You jump on it as if you are a cat pouncing on its prey. You slash into it, keep hitting it, and when you stop, you see it's your You see your brother lying there. You get potential, at least.
I was just about to say, that's the only thing that comes good from that. Oof.
Jan, you are still trying to run from the city, and your somehow zombified family.
Yeah, I was afraid beforehand, and it's just gotten worse, and I am in full escape mode, trying to escape, figure out some way to get out of here.
Yeah, you now not just see your own family as zombified, you see more civilians from your world coming at you zombified as well.
But it's bright here.
It's like normal light here, yeah, as if you are in the city.
Okay, well, I am going to use my heliokinesis and try and just make a big, not like light go everywhere, but not physically harm anybody. Just kind of distract
kinda like,
everything.
Kind of like a shield. Or
more like a flashbang that doesn't explode and hurt your ears.
then I'll still say directly engage.
Okay. And let's see. Oh.
You create this flashbang of light. You it looks like it all works. You see all the zombified civilians move back, and suddenly, when it's all turning to normal, you see your teammates lying half burned on the floor. You may still write your potential, of course, but this is what you see.
Okay.
Synapse.
What's up?
You saw something gruesome.
Yeah, sure did.
You how does your mind? Oh, the camera of of Squirrel just went out, so now we see the different place. There we go, back. How does your mind reading work? Is it technically always on, or at this point?
At this point in time, I can control it, so I only turn it on when I feel it's necessary and aim it towards a specific area.
Okay, so
If I'm not using it actively, it's not on.
well, you you saw this. You see this gruesome thing. These people that you somehow mentally destroyed.
They were attacking me.
Tried to attack you. What do you do?
They're trying to attack me again right now?
Will they never learn, eh?
I don't know. But I don't know where I'm at. All I know is that these fucking creepy things are coming after me. I'm by myself. I don't see... Do I see anything around me? Is it just black? Like, what's the area like?
It's a weird kind of darkness. It's like there is no light, but the things that are there you see.
Interesting. Okay, cool. Last two burn. Reality storm. I'm gonna create a destructive burst of energy, like telekinetic energy that just pulses them away from me. And I'm gonna use, because I only need to use one, but I'm gonna use a second one to stop any collateral damage.
Okay, let's see. Because I believe you have it on your sheet here.
Nope, it's not updated. It got erased, so the thing itself is not. I can read it for you if you'd like.
Yeah, I have my PDFs.
Or you can pull it.
Here.
Yeah.
You are doing the reality storm.
Correctamundo.
You channel a destructive burst with your power. Spend 1 burn to directly engage the threat using your powers, wording freak instead of danger. If you do, you will cause unwanted collateral damage unless you spent another burn. You already used 1 burn that we said because of the sudden shielding that you used.
Correctamundo.
So, are you just going to do it, or are you spending 2 burn to resist collateral? Even though you
I'm spending 2 to resist collateral.
Okay, roll your freak.
Gladly. You know my character sheet doesn't work and I have to use physical dice, right? You remember that? Okay, alright, I was just making sure. Ooh, very nice. That's a 10 on the die plus 12. That's 12. That's a 12 for...
You may choose 2.
Okay. Un momento, directly engage a threat. I can choose 2. I'm going to resist or avoid their blows. And then...
For you also, you can't create an opportunity for your allies because your allies aren't here.
Right, exactly. So that's not even an option. I don't know necessarily what it is from them I can take, so I'm just going to frighten them. So resist or avoid their blows and frighten the opposition.
You also, like I said with Hazard, somehow very gently find a way to dodge all their attacks, which are almost like zombie-like grabs. And when you land, you do that telekinetic burst, but they're not there anymore. They just suddenly disappeared.
What the shit? Well, at least I was able to curve off some of that energy. Just kind of roll my shoulders back. Can I hear Lenny or Han or...
You're trying to use your telepathy?
Yeah.
Yeah, you feel all your teammates are there somewhere in this location, but you notice one mind more.
One mind more. Can I sense the mind? Like,
you can't pinpoint it. And let's put on another spooky music. But
can I pierce the mask through somebody's mind?
You know what? Yes. I allow.
Hell yeah. Sick.
It's kind of like probing a specific mind, I would say.
Cool.
So
and
roll a mundane.
Okay, I have a +0 to mundane, so that's fine. Everything's fine. Yeah, there's nothing to worry about.
And you have, I believe...
Absolutely nothing to worry about. I rolled another 10. Cool.
Stop rolling that good!
Maybe the new dice will correct that.
Maybe. They could be. They're so pretty, they might roll like ass. That's an actual possibility.
There is.
Sometimes when they're too pretty, there's a reason why they're pretty and just nice to look at. That could absolutely be a thing. I guess we'll test that next game.
So, you may ask 3.
What do you intend to do?
Scare you guys shitless.
Well, congratulations.
It could be that you're probing my mind now, but...
What do you want me to do?
Be afraid. Be very, very afraid.
How can I get your character to let me in on the spook? I want to be of assistance.
He doesn't want you.
Oh, well, fuck you. I don't want you either then. Fine. And I just close it. I close it out like an abrupt hang up. Asshole.
But you do notice your teammates. But you also notice there is another one.
Another teammate or another entity?
Entity. That's the one you probed. So.
Oh, okay. I'd like to roll for burn again, please.
Go ahead.
Oh, that was ass. There you go. There you go.
Let's see.
That was Snake
what
Eyes
again
plus
happens when
3,
you roll.
so that's a 5. I rolled a 5.
On
I
a
rolled
miss,
a 5.
you hold 2 burn and mark 3 conditions.
I am out, baby! I already have 3 marked.
Oh, that is the problem with a... There are ways, as you can see on your peripheral moves page, to
Will
clear
you
conditions.
allow me to attempt to clear a condition?
We are... well, we are not in a combat, so you are still technically...
While I mark... Yeah, I'm going to clear a condition to then mark 3 and still be out, but...
Well, you were allowed to start your game with 1 condition cleared because of time passes.
Oh, cool. So I will unmark angry and
mark
then
it again.
I will unmark angry. I will still attempt to clear a condition so that I'll only have 4. Can I do that?
Which condition do you want to try to clear?
I have insecure marked.
To clear insecure, take foolhardy action without talking to your team. Well, that's one thing you can do now because your teammates technically... Well, they're here because you've sensed them.
Yeah.
But you don't see them.
Do I want to?
I don't know, do you?
You know what? For the sake and purpose of... Hold on. Let me whisper something to you real quick.
Okay. Then let me go to this one because otherwise there is a chance that the others can see it.
Yeah.
Or otherwise send it on the Discord then.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll message you in Discord.
Because then we'll definitely know that they will not see it.
Cool.
I will find your...
Being left out.
What? I'll tell you what, Dave. I'll message you in Discord so they can't see it.
Hey.
It's all these secrets and lies, man. Secrets and lies.
I know.
Sometimes it's necessary for the story.
I know.
Okay.
And well, there being our secret
let's
squirrel.
see,
In the
let's
meantime,
see.
some elevator music.
Oh, girl from Ipanema.
Yeah.
Go next.
I said.
Okay. No, I like this. Yes.
You like this?
Yes.
Sick. All right. Hell
We
yeah.
have,
Let's go.
ladies and gentlemen, our first moment of truth.
Ooh.
A moment of truth
Yeah.
is
Okay.
where your playbook or your character really inhabits the powers. Synapse, read your moment of truth.
Okay, so the Nova's moment of truth says, your mind's eye open and you can see the world around you like never before. You can control it at will with ease. Of course, warping reality tends to have ramifications down the line, but in your moment of godhood, how could you possibly be worried?
She is now able to use her telekinesis and telepathy to alter everything around her. You see, and this is, you all see suddenly that all the darkness around you dissipates and becomes a clear alternate world. And you see your teammates and the cultist leader.
Oh.
Scared? I wasn't scared a bit.
I think you just kind of see Taryn off over in the corner, and she's glowing, like, you know, the purple, the neon purple of her powers, and she's like effervescent with it. Like, there's like an aura of it around her. Her eyes are glowing bright purple as she's kind of just holding all of this light in on her at the moment, and just kind of like uses it to brighten up the area as well, so that everybody can kind of see it. And I think the entity itself is like kind of frozen in place and also glowing with her telekinetic energy as well. And its eyes are also glowing purple, just as bright, just like hers, kind of like high beams at night. And I just go, kill him.
Kill who?
The thing I have holding there.
So you're holding the entity that is here, and who he needs to kill, because it's only your teammates and this cultist.
Yeah, I'm talking about the cultist. Kill the cultist.
Who needs to kill the cultist?
We do, I guess.
Yeah. Do they not see?
That's the message I'm getting.
Yeah. Well,
I'm looking for my brother first.
Yeah, your brother is also there. Behind the
He's a cultist.
Behind the cultist. But he is there. Nothing wrong with him.
Well, I'm going to go and grab my brother, and if the cultist gets in the way, and technically he's a piece of scenery, and I can just barge him out of the way.
China shop?
I mean, China factory, but yeah, sure, go ahead.
No, I mean, that's the move you have.
Oh, in a China shop? That's that's perfect.
Yeah, unstoppable when you smash your way through scenery.
Oh no, that's the bull is named the China shop.
Yeah.
You have unstoppable.
Yeah.
Yeah. To get to or away from something, roll danger. On a hit, the world breaks before you and you get what you want. On the 7 to 9, choose one, mark a condition, leave something behind or take something with you. On a miss, you smash through but leave devastation in your wake. Okay, roll.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
What's the worst that can happen?
Yeah, you're going great with your rolls, I mean. It's a normal hit.
Yeah.
On a hit, the world breaks before you. On the 7 to 9, choose one. Mark a condition, leave something behind, or take something with you.
Well, I was going to snatch up my brother and make sure he was safe, but, you know. I mean, if you want, I can always take the guy's head with me.
No, you take your brother. You just run past the cultist, grab your brother.
Yeah.
Because you are afraid, I would say you are afraid that this cultist wants to do to your brother what they did to you.
Yep. Impenetrable armor, so the wings are going around us. So it's like that.
This cultist, and it might be that we are still going to have a little bit of a shorter stream because, like I said, I want to make this a two-parter, and I think this is a perfect place to end it. This cultist just breaks open, it destroys the hold Synapse has on him, and holds his staff up, and the blood that was sucked from those guys that you killed just comes out of it and creates a zombie army around you guys.
What the hell?
And that's where we ended.